Captain Kildare, Mariposa PD, coming to you. It's been a little while since I've been on here. I've been pretty busy. First thing I'd like to do is shout out to my friends down in Arizona. Hopefully they're still my friends. They are. Hello. I don't know. It's tough, isn't it? You meet people and you like them, and then you can't see them anymore because they live too far away. I guess it's all about money, isn't it? If I had a lot of money, I could buy one of those transporters. What? They don't. What? They don't have them. I guess they don't really have much. I like to wish they did. You know, from Star Trek, where they say, beam me up. So we don't have them then? I thought we would have them by now. I'm behind. I always said we'd never have those because you'd always end up with a fly with the head of a man on it. It's no good. A man's gonna be smashed or crushed, or he's gonna have to eat shit for the rest of his life, and that's no good either. Can't have those transporter rooms because they don't work. And I don't think they're ever gonna work. I don't care how long time goes, and I think 1,000 years from now, I still don't think they'll work. Try, you're gonna end up with a lot of flies with the heads of men on them. Be women, maybe even children on there. Flies with heads, men, women, and children on the body of a fly. What is that? To get somewhere quicker? I think I'd do it. I'm not getting in that damn machine. You can, if you want. I'm sure there's going to be many volunteers. There's always crazy people out there that like to volunteer for stuff like that. You know, same people who jump out of airplanes when the airplane doesn't have any problem. Wouldn't do it. The fly head, the man will be walking around bumping into things because he won't be used to his new eyes. He won't know what to do or where to go or how to get there. And I don't think he's going to be able to talk either because I don't know, flies can't talk. Guy gets the head of a fly on his body. He's going to have the fly's vocal cords. Not going to be able to say anything. So he's going to have to use sign language. And if I remember correctly, one of his hands is going to turn into a fly claw. This width, you know, they clean their hand, and, you know, one fly claw on the hand, one regular hand, and then the head of a fly. What? He's not even going to be able to do sign language. How can you do it? You're going to have to invent a new kind of sign language with one hand and one claw. A claw? Or what's a hand? What's a fly's hand called? I don't know. What? Ask Google. Ask Google. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't care how many years goes by. I just don't believe it's ever going to happen. We're going to get to another planet because by the time we get there, we're going to be dead. Too long to get there. You're not going to find a damn, the opening in space. It's the only way to get there quicker because you got to fold. You got to fold space. And then you go through the fold. But I don't think that's going to work either. Or how are you going to find it? It's called a portal. It's called that. Yeah, a portal. You're not. How are you going to find a portal? Fly around out there until you find one? You must have found it, because here we are. It seemed realistic either. But then again, the Wright brothers figured out how to fly. People thought it was impossible to fly. I think flying within the reach of the man. Portals are, how do you know where they are? And I have to clean his head like this, that's what they do. They rub their hands together and then they clean their heads and their faces with it. And the portal thing isn't going to happen either. We've come a long way. We've done a lot of things we didn't think we would do. Fly, we went to outer space. That's realistic. It's within the bounds of mankind's grasp. Putting somebody in a machine and transporting them to a different place by breaking up their body into little protons and putting them back together down there on the planet or wherever you send them. It just isn't realistic. Ask any fly who's got the head of a man on it. Help me. You're going to do that. Then you got the kids who are going to find it and they're going to pull the wings off the guy. Tortured. None of that is any good. It doesn't make any sense. Who wants that? I don't. I don't want that for anybody I care about. And have their head on a fly's body. If that happened to me, I'd just say, kill me now. What'd that fly do? He put his head in a big vise, smashed his head. But see, the thing is, I don't understand something. If he's got the head of the fly, then his mind is on his little fly body. That's where his head is. The fly ends up on the guy's body. He's not going to think like a man. He's going to think like a fly. We're right in the movie. Fly kills himself. The fly with the big head and the body of a man puts his head in a vise. That doesn't make any sense for the fly to do that. That would suggest that the fly is like the man. The big fly head on the man's body. Would a fly kill itself? It doesn't want to be, a fly's head on a man's body. Making illogical sense because, you see, fly isn't thinking like a man. And if it kills itself, that means he's thinking like a man. Fly doesn't have the brain of a man, so he's not thinking like the man. So the fly's not going to kill itself. Big head and the man's body going to kill itself. He's just going to keep trying to fly. He's going to try flying around. He's going to go find a pile of shit and he's going to start eating. That's what flies do. The man, the little man's head and the fly body, he's not going to go looking for shit, I don't think, because he's going to have the mind of a man. It gets a little bit confusing, doesn't it? I don't think it's going to happen. That's my thinking. And that's my final answer. No transporter rooms, no portals in space, all right? No matter how many years goes by, or how many go by, 1,000 years. I don't see it happening. It doesn't work with physics. You know, it's like trying to walk through a wall. The guy that, in that one sci-fi movie, he walks through walls, puts his hand through walls, because he breaks up into molecules, hand or body or what, and the machine turns off and he gets stuck in the wall. How many people do you want to have stuck in walls? I don't want me to be stuck in a wall either. I'm not going to try walking through walls, because if the machine turns off, I'm going to get stuck in the middle of the wall. I have to walk around with a wall coming out of me all day long. I don't want to do that. You? So all this sci-fi crap, I don't think it's going to happen. Really, I don't care how many years go by, I'm trying to tell you. Because we got brains, we can think of these things. We can think of it if it's possible or not. And it's just not. All right, I'm going to leave you alone. All right, well, I was getting ready to sign off, but she asked me if he could pitch in on this one because he knows a little bit about that stuff. Hello, Rashi, are you there? Yes, I'm here. Well, Captain, thank you for having me on. I just wanted to make a comment about these travel portals. They are possible to find warp speed, and we're quite advanced. That's the reason we were able to get here from as far away as we are. Zoberblad is very far. So, yes, it is possible. We showed it to be possible. Probably end up teaching it to the Earth people, so it's still been a secret. We haven't let on to secrets. Didn't want to be taken over, but it's not likely that we will be because we're so much bigger, stronger than we can eat them if we want to, and we do. Captain, are you still there? Do you want to come back on? Yeah, right. Thank you, Rashi. I appreciate it. All right, so he's going to show us how these things are possible. He didn't say anything about the fly head, did he? I don't think he's going to know anything about that. He comes from lizard people. He's a lizard. And I don't know how they made it here. I don't know how come they're so much smarter than us. Maybe I guess they made it here, but I'm still not sure how. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Have a nice September. 𝐃𝐐𝐒, PJ. Take care.